Guys, what is going on? Gonna teach you a couple of songs today. So Chris Tomlin, We the Kingdom, they kind of just do a little mashup and kind of collaboration on a couple of these Christmas songs. So I thought instead of doing individual lessons for each, I'll just kind of lump them into one. Plus they have the same time signature. They're in 6/8 timing, which may or may not mean anything to you, and that's fine. But they have the same flow. So I think this is gonna work out well. So we're gonna start off with the Chris Tomlin featuring We the Kingdom. The song is Christmas Day. So it's in the key of B flat, which, we would just go G chords here and then put the capo on the 3rd fret. So 1, 2, 3, play the chords in the key of G. That just kind of magically turns the guitar into the key of B flat. So that's the original key if you wanted to play and sing along with his version. As you all probably well know, Chris Tomlin has a little bit of a higher voice. So I'm gonna just show you this song with no capo. I'm just gonna take it down a couple notches and play the same chords just with no capo. So if you're like me, you might need to drop it down a little bit if you wanted to, sing and lead this song. So anyways, the strum pattern is going to be super easy. It's going to be one strum pattern for the whole song. And the chords we need. So the verse, G, and then it goes to this B minor, which, the easiest way to get there is just to go to your E minor and then drop that middle finger down one string, so that it's now on the B string or the G string. So I would do that for the B minor instead of doing the bar chord B minor. It's a little bit more difficult, especially on a really rhythmic song like this. So G, B minor, E minor to the C, and then you'll just repeat that for the verse 1, and then the verse 2 is exactly the same as verse 1. So if you need help with some of these chords, I'm not gonna just go through each chord in this lesson, but I have some lessons on where my fingers are going for each chord and which strings you should be strumming for each chord. So I'll link some of those down below and up top. I think they're probably really helpful for beginners and maybe even intermediate players. So those are there as a resource if you need them. So here's what we're gonna do. Verse 1. We'll just do down strums to get us started. So joy to the world on a night like no other, Emmanuel, God is with us. Down strum wise, that's exactly what you're gonna do for that verse 1 and verse 2. But as you know, the song's got some rhythm and it kind of has some nice energy. So the strum pattern I would do, I don't know, I would probably do like 16th notes. Maybe something like that. So, but if I wanted to just kind of simplify it a little bit for you guys, if you needed help on a strum pattern, I would do this. And this would be the strum pattern for the entire song. Down, up, down, up, down, up. So, down, up, down, up, down, up. So, joy to the world on a night like no other, Emmanuel, God is with us. So you might need to practice that a little bit, But that's, if you needed a strum pattern, that would definitely work for the entire song, including the chorus. So anyways, we have the verse 1, verse 2 down. Let's get into the chorus. We're gonna go G, and then it's gonna go to the C, then to the G, to the D. So I'll just kind of do down strums on these. Sing all you people, the Lord Almighty reigns. D, E minor, C. Sing every creature of God, come bless his name. D sus to the 3-finger D. For he is good, for he is good. He was born to conquer the grave, light of the world, the reason for Christmas Day. And then that'll just kind of go back into that regular chord progression for the verse. So let me just kind of sing through and just call out those chords. So, sing all you people, the C almighty G, to the D, and D minor, every C, his name, D sus, to the D, 3-finger D, for he is C, for he is D, he was G to conquer the sea. Light, stay on the C, light of the world, the D, the Christmas Day. Back to that. So you might need to write some of that stuff down, but I'm just going to show you that with the strum pattern too. So the down, up, down, up, down, up. So sing. His name, for he is good. The reason for Christmas Day. So then you'll go back into the verse 3. I think verse 3. So verse 3 is just slightly different. I'm just going to go through that with you. Stars, or actually, I don't even know if it is different. Yeah, it's a little bit different. So, not much. So same thing. Stars we have seen over deserts and oceans. The darkness was deep. Here's the change. Deep, but never hopeless. So that's just the C there. And then G, redemption, D, and his name is Jesus. So the C. So that's the only change on that verse 3. Chorus 2, same as chorus 1. Here's the bridge. G to the A minor. I'm doing this just kind of easiest A minor, I call it. So it's basically just, your C at 9 position. Take that middle finger off. Strum the bottom 5 strings. You could easily do that, or if you wanted to do the full A minor 7, whatever your comfort level is. But if you need help on that easiest one, I'll put a link for that in the description too. So G, A minor, E minor, C, and repeat. So from the mountains we will shout it out. Our God Almighty reigns. He is with us now. He is with us now. For the God Almighty reigns. back to the chorus. So yeah, I think that's a wrap for that song. So let's get into the second one here. So I really, really like this song. I guess this is We the Kingdom featuring Chris Tomlin. So they do it in the key of D, and just for the sake of simplicity, instead of doing just the D shapes up here, I'm gonna show you if you put a capo on the 7th fret and then you play these G shapes, that turns the guitar again magically into the key of D. So you can play along with the recording using these shapes. Or again, if you wanted to, maybe you needed to take it down a little bit and it's too high for you, then just, you know, knock it down by a capo or two and then just play these same shapes. So, yeah, so this song, we're gonna go right into the verse. So let me get this right key here. So it's gonna go, light of the world, treasure in heaven. So E minor, C, D, E minor, stay on the E minor, brilliant like the stars in the wintry sky. Switch to a G, joy of the Father, reach through the darkness, shine across the earth, send the shadows to flight. So that's going to be the same as the second verse. So let me just kind of walk you through that again. I'll kind of call out the chords on these down strums. E minor, the C, D of E minor like the C in the D minor, G of the C, D through the E minor across the C, sent the D to E minor, C, D. So that's kind of like down strums where things go. I think like for this one, again, it's in 6/8 timing, so you could do light of the one. So you could just do 3 down strums for each chord. So light of the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3 stars in the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, shine across the earth, send the shadows to fly. So that's, I think that would be definitely an option for that first verse, because it's kind of, you know, the piano's going on, so you don't want to do anything too crazy or too loud on that first couple of verses. So let's get to the chorus. It's gonna go G, E minor, C, G, D, and then you'll repeat that. So sing hallelujah, sing hallelujah, sing hallelujah for the things he has done. Repeat it. Come and adore him, bow down before him, sing hallelujah to the light of the world. And that verse pattern, do 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 do, do 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 do, do 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 do, do 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 do. So yeah, on that chorus, you could still do that same strum pattern, or sing hallelujah for the things he has done. Come and adore him. So you could just do like a simple down, up, just as a super basic one if you needed help on that, and then just add some more rhythm once you get comfortable with it. So there's no bridge in this song, but verse 3 and verse 4 are a little bit different. They're, well, verse 3 and verse 4, they're the same, but they have a different chord in there. So I'm going to teach you verse 3. Yeah, so more or less the same for the most part. So light of the world, crowned in a manger, born for the cross, to suffer and save. Here's the change. G, high king of C. B minor is the E minor. We are the richer by the price he had paid. So that same B minor I showed you earlier in the lesson on the Chris Tomlin song, you use that same one. So, light of the world, drowned in a manger, born across the cross, you suffer and save. High King of heaven, death is the power, by the price that he paid. And then that goes into the chorus. So that's really the only change on that. So I wanted to just circle back on that first verse. And if you wanted to, something, just what I've been kind of doing and worship into is doing just some light finger picking on that first and second verse. So treasure of heaven, brilliant like the stars in the wintry sky. Joy to the Father, reach through the darkness, shine across the earth, send the shadows to fly. So I'm really just doing the same finger picking pattern that I teach in the lesson Finger Pick Like a Worship Leader with just 3 fingers. So if you need help on that, I'll link that video up top and then in the description below. But this is all I'm doing. Brilliant like the stars, the wintry sky. Joy of the Father, reach through the darkness, shine across the earth, shadows to fly. So that's the basic pattern I'm using, and then I'm just kind of adding in some filler notes on with the thumb and the pointer finger. So once you get that pattern down, just add some stuff in there, layer it up, make it sound nice if you want to. Anyways, that's a wrap, you guys. That shows you both songs. Yeah, if this was helpful, like it, subscribe, head on over to the community tab on my channel. I've got some verses of the week, some encouragement, just some blog style stuff, some giveaways, some updates on what's going on. Say hello, let me know how it's going. And if you have questions, as always, just leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you, let you know I'll just try to clear anything up for you if you're struggling, if you have questions. So anyways, love you guys. Merry Christmas. Catch you in the next one.